You want 2K rumors and news, you in the right place. Want a community that's cool, you in the right space. You want tips, subscribe now and ring the bell. Then go to the park and give them hell. The Boot Squad is an organization with all winners. Soldiers up in formation, we all killers. And when you step on the court, yo, you're our dinner. When I play D in the fourth, yo.
You don't know brutal, sim on the scene, wicked and mean with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is, man. Take some time out and bless your boy and like up the video. Definitely help the channel out, and you know your boy gonna always keep y'all up to date on everything 2K. So let's get straight to it, man. Mike Wayne is alive, and we got some info for y'all. We finally got some info from 2K, and we gonna get straight into it. Now the first thing we're gonna talk about, or Mike Wayne's gonna talk about, is the defense, y'all. Check this out.
One of our biggest pillars for gameplay this year is going to be defense. And I think that's going to be just perimeter defense, body ups on the floor, movement, and how the players feel just in on-ball defensive stances and on-ball defensive situations. But at the rim especially, and contesting shots, all that stuff was reworked. We have an all-new block system. It just feels much more rewarding on the defensive end of the floor, just making plays and getting stops. So I think that's going to be the most exciting thing for our community, because it's just a much more balanced game and a much more fun game to play.
Now I ain't gonna front, he's saying all the right things, man. Well, we still gonna have to wait and see. Now the next thing he really wanted to talk about was the dribbling, man. Check this out.
This is one of my personal favorites, is going to be dribbling. I think that just all the stuff we've added there with the new combos and the new signature moves, this is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're a dribble guy, a dribble head, you're going to have a lot to work with this year.
No, of course he said he got some all new additional combinations added, but at the end of the day, you know they still gotta wait till the 2K community get all hands on it, and we gonna figure out stuff that they ain't even seen yet. Y'all know how it is in the 2K community. Now the next thing he spoke about was the balancing of the game, y'all. Check this out.
Just the game feels way more balanced, and it makes more sense just in terms of how we're rewarding players if they are doing the right thing on the court. I know it sounds really general and really basic, but a lot of times in the past, you know, sometimes you'd make the right play or do the right thing, but you weren't always rewarded for it. And if we're in 2K22, I feel like that's it's much more just a one-to-one. If you make the right play, you get rewarded. You get the right stops, or you score. So just shooting open shots, taking high IQ shots, much more rewarded. It just feels way better to make the right play, get open, knock down those open jumpers. They're so much fun to play with.
Yeah, now he did say something that was really important. He said, making the right play, you will actually get rewarded this time around. Now I ain't gonna front. This is something a little bit too good to be true, but I'm not gonna burst no bubbles right now, man. Now, the next thing he spoke about was the new season system that they're now taking from the My Team arena and bringing it to the My Career system. Check this out, y'all.
Seasons is gonna be, you know, we've had it in the past with My Team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. So, you know, on day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots and everything. But we're going to try and roll that out across the year just to kind of change the meta up a little bit, give people something to look forward to. And it's really going to, I think, just prolong the life of the game and make people just excited to try new things as the year goes on.
Now I ain't gonna front with y'all. I'm a little bit concerned when he said on day one, like it usually give you all the moves. Now they just gonna give you some of it, and they're gonna extend the rollout when it comes to you getting moves. Now that's a little bit concerning to me, but we're gonna have to wait and see how they're gonna implement it. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I ain't gonna front, that does not sound too good to your boy. Now the next thing he talked about was the balancing of the archetype, because y'all know, especially next gen people, how the power forwards was just ridiculous, man. So check out what he got to say about it.
The power forward thing is fixed, and it's much more spread out in terms of the badges you get per position and heights and archetypes. But one thing we've really focused on was trying to make all the different heights and positions have unique strengths and abilities. So one thing that I think might actually be interesting is we might have a lot of smaller players this year. If you are 6 foot or under, you get a massive speed boost. You have access to higher ball handling ratings as well as like 3-point ratings. So a lot of people might gravitate toward that direction this year. Having said that, in our online test here internally, we've got a guy who plays as like a 7-foot center every single time, and he is so dominant in our games. So, you know, I think it's a good mix, because I think you're going to have people who want to be kind of that in the middle road, small forward, power forward, and still kind of do it all. But you might see some players gravitate toward like point guards, small point guards even, and then like big centers, and hopefully we have the whole gamut covered, and it's a much more balanced experience overall.
From what I'm seeing here, you're gonna have a lot of mini point guards running around. It's gonna be interesting to see what we come up with when we get our hands on the whole builder system, man. But as I said before, 2K really, they only know to a certain extent what we will be able to do with these builds. Once your boy get into the lab and start creating some of these crazy builds, you all know how it is, man. So make sure and lock in and subscribe, because you all know I'll be on top of these builds, right? Now the last thing he really wanted to talk about, or what I want to really highlight, was him talking about the difference between Gen 4 and Gen 5, or current gen and next gen, y'all. Check out what he got to say.
We wanted to do our best to try to keep parity between Gen 5 and Gen 4 as much as possible. So all the stuff that I mentioned before, like the dribble moves and combos, all that's going for both gens. But Gen 5 has some great features that are exclusive to that generation, because all the stuff we did with foot planting, a lot of tech with movement, that's all going to be exclusive to Gen 5. And we also have some pretty interesting features, which we're going to probably go into in a little bit later, with alley-oops and with dunks, that provides a bit of a skill mechanic to those specific moves. So stay tuned for more on that. But they're a lot of fun to use, and yeah, I think our gamers are going to love just trying out these new features that are specific to Gen 5.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna front with y'all, man. A lot of this song is really good, and there are a few things I'm really concerned about, but we're gonna elaborate on that at the next time. But let me know what y'all think about what y'all are hearing so far from Mike WANG. A lot of information dropped, but still got a lot left that we don't know about the game yet. We still ain't seen no trailer yet, y'all. I ain't gonna front with y'all. We still ain't seen no trailer till this day. But so far, so good. But that's usually how 2K songs before we get our hands on it. As I said, I keep saying, keep your expectation a little bit down there. Don't get too hype. Keep it a little bit down there, man. Anyway, you know we gonna get the most out of it. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think about the video. You know your boy gonna always keep y'all up to date on everything 2K in the 2K community. And don't forget, y'all, if it's your first time to the channel, make sure to like the video, share the video, and hit your boy a subscribe. If it's not your first time, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna be informed, y'all. Your boy Simon, love, respect, bless up, peace.